Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Roll & Review's D&D Tips. I'm Alex.
And I'm Dylan.
And this is the first video in our D&D Tips segment.
We're going to tackle probably the question that gets asked the most, which is, how do I start playing Dungeons & Dragons?
Yeah, a lot of people are really confused on that. They've heard of D&D, they know that they want to play, but they don't know what to do. So today we're going to cover that.
The first thing you need is players. People to play with, whether it's friends, people you know from a comic book shop, people you meet online. You can play Dungeons & Dragons with just about anyone, as there are many mediums to play it with.
Yep, and generally D&D groups go between 3 to 5 players, and that's probably your best option. Now, that's not to say some parties go smaller, even down to 2 or 1 player, and some parties go larger, up to about 8 to 10 players. However, that 3 to 5 player range is probably your best option.
That's what you're looking for, especially for your first time. You want a kind of nice ebb and flow to the game.
So once you have your players together, what you need is a session 0. Now, session 0 is a chance for the players and the DM to get together for the first time, to just talk to one another and to get to know who you're playing with. This is a way to talk about characters, the campaign that's going to happen ahead, and what your expectations are for the game.
As a DM, it's very important to have the session 0. You need to know what each character is so you can kind of design the adventure around it.
Yeah, every player is going to have a unique character that are going to have unique personality traits, goals, and objectives. And if you don't really put that game around these characters, you're going to have a much harder time for your players to connect with your world overall.
It's also really important for the players because they need to know the world that they're existing in. You know, I might not want to play a mage in a futuristic world, but I'd probably want to play one in a fantasy world.
Yeah, so this is just a way to overall understand the game and what's going to happen.
So in your session 0, you're going to need a couple things. A player's handbook and a dungeon master's guide. These have all of the building blocks for character creation and world creation.
Yeah, for a DM, this is a way to really get to know how to make your world. It has a lot of information so you can just build everything in that world. And for players, especially the PHB, has every character formation that the player is going to play unless you homebrew a character, which is recommended later on because it's fun, but for new players, stick to the books and create within the PHB.
You're also going to need some dice to roll your stats, and you're going to need a player sheet.
So once you've had your session 0 where your world and characters are created, you need a place and time to play. Generally, D&D is going to be played on a weekly or monthly basis depending on schedules. Some people have flexibility in their schedules, and some people can play more than others, and that's okay.
And having that weekly or monthly basis is a great way to space out the adventures so you don't feel like you have to cram so much into one session or you feel like it's been forever since your last one.
Yeah, we'll do a video later on DM prepping, and this is going to be really helpful to have that spacing as a DM so you're not constricted in the way that you form your world. Alongside that, for the place to play, generally people play at game shops, at someone's house, or online. So just as a quick recap, you have your players, you have your gear, you have a place and time to play, and you've had your session 0 to prep characters and the campaign world. I think you're ready to play D&D.
Yeah, sounds like you're ready to play some Dungeons & Dragons. And remember, the most important rule is to just have fun. Don't take it too seriously. You're playing a game of make-believe, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, that's definitely the biggest thing for D&D. Enjoy yourself.
All right, thank you for watching, and don't forget to tune in next week.
Yep, we'll be back with another tip video. See you then.